Let's start with factors. So factors are the numbers that are multiplied together to create or make the product. So for example, if I said the product is the number 100, I'm looking for what are all of the ways that I can multiply two numbers together to make 100. First one that comes to my mind is 1 times 100. Then I think of 2 times 50. Now, 100, it's not divisible by 3. And remember, I can check that. The divisibility rule is I add all of the digits together. So 1 plus 0 plus 0. And if that number is divisible by 3, then the whole number is. But when I add those digits, 1 plus 0, that gives me 1. And 1 isn't divisible by 3. So 100 is not divisible by 3. So the next number to check would be 4. So 4 times 25 would get me to 100. 5 times 20 would get me to 100. It's not going to be divisible by 6. It's not divisible by 7, by 8, by 9, but it is divisible by 10. So these are all of the factors of the number 100. But when I write it as a list, I want to make sure that I write the factors in list order from least to greatest. So I would start with 1, and I'm going to cross it off so I know that I've written it. Then I would have 2, and then 4, 5. Now, 10 appears on here twice, but we only have to write it one time. So 10, and then 20, 25, 50, and 100. So here is the list of all the factors of the number 100. Now, multiples are going to be when you take a product, so like the number 100, and you multiply it by another number. So normally we start, oh, that's multiplied. Pretend like I wrote that right. Woo, multiplied, product multiplied by another number. There we go. So when we start with multiples, the easiest way to think about it is it's just skip counting. That's all you're doing is skip counting by a specific number. So if I was going to list all of the multiples of the number 6, that list could go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So I'm just going to list the first 10 multiples of the number 6. So the first multiple would be 6. That's 6 times 1. So there's the product, 6 multiplied by another number, which is 1. So then the next multiple would be 12. That's 6 times 2. And then 18, 6 times 3. 24, 6 times 4. 30, 6 times 5. 36, 6 times 6. 42, 6 times 7. 48, 6 times 8. 54, 6 times 9. And 60 would be 6 times 10. So again, of course, I could keep going. Multiples will go on forever. That's why I'm going to stop here at 10. But if I were to read this list, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60, all I'm doing is skip counting by 6s. Because again, I'm taking that product, the product is 6, and I'm multiplying it by another number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way through 10.